Tim Donahue here, and I'd like to introduce the Tim Donahue electric harp guitar, which came out on the market last year. And I'd like to also introduce some of the playing techniques that I use on this instrument. And I'll use that piece that I just played as a good starting point for some of the techniques that I'll discuss from now. Anyway, just a brief rundown on the guitar itself. It's solid mahogany, built in Japan, and it took 25 years to develop, but I'm very happy now that it's on the market and other players will be able to play it. Because I've been playing it for so long, and it'd be a real joy to hear other players play this instrument. So I often get asked, how do I play this instrument? How do I teach, or how can someone learn this technique that I'm using? So from now, I'll be able to start helping people along and try to get them going as far as how to integrate the harp and the guitar sections together in the composition, technically and harmonically, melodically, sonically, and all of the above. Hope to help all the players who would like to play this instrument. I want to pass on everything that I've come up with over these years. So that's what this video is all about, and this will be the first in a long series of videos that I plan to do. So anyway, without further ado, I'll explain the guitar very quickly. First of all, it's a fretted guitar. This particular model is fretted, but there is a fretless model. We'll talk about that later, and I'll have other videos regarding the fretless model. But this one's fretted, 22 frets, ebony fingerboard, ebony head, and it's tuned basically as a guitar, as a normal guitar would be tuned, except I detuned the low bass strings. So way down. And it's amazing because even though it's a medium scale instrument, the bass can really get down there low, and it sounds quite nice, I think, without having to extend the scale of the instrument. So right now I've got it tuned down to a G, which is way down there in the bass register. And then this is on the 6th string here I'm playing. On the 5th string, this is the E that is normally found on regular guitar tuning, the low E. So this is actually the 5th string on this guitar right now, this particular tuning. I have all different kinds of tunings that you could use, and I'm sure whoever plays this instrument will have their own kind of tuning as well. But anyway, right now this is a low G and low E, and the rest is basically standard guitar tuning, D, G, B, and I also tune this, normally the high E, I tune it down to a D, so you can get some nice triad voicings straight across the 4 highest strings. Okay, so that's how I have this particular guitar tuned tonight. It could vary with the piece, but I don't like to change the tunings too often anymore, because I've found that the technique that I'm going to describe now, it allows you to play all kinds of phrases, integrating the harp and the guitar together. You could play all kinds of phrases, and there are all kinds of harmonic possibilities that you can explore just by the technique that I'm going to discuss very soon. But anyway, without getting too far ahead of myself here, that's the way the guitar part is tuned. The harp is tuned straight up in A minor scale, if you might want to call it that. A, B, C, D, E, F. But I don't look at it always as an A minor at all. Matter of fact, I don't have any tunes written at all in this tuning for a tune in A minor. It could be a F Lydian, it could be a G Mixolydian. My gosh, it could be an A Aeolian scale, and all these different common tones, common to other keys. So this tuning itself is not really a one-key kind of approach that I do at all. Maybe if you're familiar with my music, you'll hear the tunes go through many different keys, but yet the tuning, of course, remains the same on the harp. You don't change the tuning, except you don't change the pitch, except for, of course, changing the tension of the strings on the tuners. Or, of course, up here, I've developed a product that will raise the pitch. And you can get all different kinds of voicings. You can do all kinds of, jazz changes up on the harp alone if you want, okay? And this particular product right here is an option. We'll discuss that later. So anyway, what I'm just trying to get at is, even though the harp is tuned with only 6 strings stationary, the technique that I want to describe talks about integrating these 6 notes ever so strategically, should I say, with the guitar notes. Okay, and that's easier said than done, but I guess it takes some explaining, and that's what I want to do.